Happy Thursday. Welcome to tonight's Team Zoom. Tonight we are talking about stories and supplements, and you're going to hear from some of my favorite people. We are missing one because she's not feeling well, but I have two other friends. So we want you guys to hear from us, from real people, because I know sometimes when we do these things, it's kind of like you hear magical stories or, oh, that's nice for her, or I heard my cousin's second dog, second whatever, and it's kind of like you don't think it's actually true, but these things actually happen to real people that we know, and it's because this opportunity is literally for everybody. And this can be for people who want to stay home full time, people who want to just make an extra amount of money along with working. No matter what your goals are, Plexus can make that possible, and we want to share some inspirational stories. So tonight I'm going to pass it off to my friend Christy, who I met, oh my gosh, it's got to be like 9 years ago. And we met through Plexus, and we wouldn't have known each other if it weren't for Plexus. And we've been able to travel literally everywhere, go on cruises, go to conventions, have girls' day, go to the beach, all the things because we found each other through Plexus. And I'm just going to let her tell her story. So, Christy, take it away.
All right. Hi, ladies. Thanks for joining us tonight and anyone in the future that listens. So my journey started because I was a struggling single mama who needed extra income to help, with the monthly daily expenses. And I wanted to do it while that second stream of income, so I didn't have to be away from home because I was already a manager at a busy salon, and I had done LMs in the past before, and I still had to do parties and go to homes, and the return on investment was like next to nothing by the time I did the party and then came home, had to do all the other extra things. Like it wasn't worth it. So um anyway, so I got into Plexus because of that reason. And little did I know that I had poor gut health. I had no clue what gut health was. I had no clue what a probiotic was. Um, and the longer I was on these products, I just noticed certain things. I was feeling better. I was feeling less bloated. I used to suffer from daily migraines, acid reflux. I noticed I was a lot more calmer mother. I was obviously a single mom doing all the things with a child 99% of the time, plus, run the house, run her here, run her there. And I just felt like I was so much within a month. I noticed I was like more calm. And then the sensitive sensitivity started getting better. I started eating things that I wasn't eating for like 8 years. I was even in the hospital many times prior to that. Doctors couldn't figure out what was going on. And then insert Plexus, and I was like, oh, it's my gut health. Like, wow, okay. So that changed so much for me. So it's like, why not continue to share with friends and family and help them feel better and making an income as well? Like, there's no shame in it. It's no difference if, you go share about your favorite restaurant, or you share your favorite pair of shoes that you bought at a store, your favorite shirt. Are they paying you? Probably not. So this is like the same thing. And my previous marketing experiences, like what I was doing, people did not need that. It was more of a luxury on what I was doing, where people need these health supplements um monthly, not just every couple months, not every third month. It's a monthly thing. People need what we have, and we have this to share with people. So I can't stress enough that don't feel shamed for trying to share something to change somebody's lives, because it's done that for me for the past 9 years. um Financially, being a single mom, I've been able to do extra things for my daughter through the years. She was 11 when I started. Um, and then also my health, how much it's changed. I also used to live off of coffee like 3 and 4 times a day just to get through the day. And it was like I'd have a crash, so let's drink another coffee. And then I'd have another crash, let's drink another coffee. And it wasn't just coffee, it was full of it was the fancy schmancy lattes that had all the sugar in it that now they're, I'm not going to name the company, but now they're like so sweet and disgusting, but whatever. So that's changed so much. I think what else? There's so many things that's done. And like Jess says, I've met so many new friends along the journey. Her and we've been through on so many trips together. I can't even name. The recent one was in February to Punta Cana, and now we have a cruise coming up to the Bahamas that anybody can earn, whether you start today or you started yesterday or you start tomorrow. We are all at the even level playing field that anybody can earn this trip. It's all about helping others, and in return, it helps you. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm a hairstylist. There's no difference in someone coming and sitting in my chair and I help them feel better and have better looking hair and then paying me for it. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. I'm helping them feel better in a different sense. So anyway, so talk to whoever invited you here tonight, and just see what the potential is, like whether you need to make $300, $500, $1,000 a month, or you just want to get your products paid for. We can do that too. Um, is it hard? No. Is it simple? Yes. You just have to put a little bit of effort into it. Just like anything else, you go to the gym, you got to put some effort in to reap the rewards, you know? So, so yeah, I just encourage you to talk to whoever invited you and see what the best, products to get started with and about getting your products paid for, and share with a couple friends and family who need better health and maybe financial second stream of income as well, because everybody's struggling today. I don't know who doesn't need, and with this inflation, so a little bit of extra money a month, especially with the holidays coming up, like every little bit can help you. So anyway, I'll kick it off to Tiffany now.
Hi, my name's Tiffany. I've been with Plexus since May of 2020. Thanks, Jess, for that earlier. I was like, how long have I been here? It's crazy to think it's been 4 years, but one of the things I absolutely love about the company is how two people that have completely opposite stories, like Christy and I, can like come to the same conclusion and have the same end result. So I actually did not come to Plexus for the business. Like Christy, I had done MLMs before. I actually came to it because I was really sick. I ended up figuring out through lucky old Google that I had a horrible candida yeast overgrowth. Similar to Christy, I had been to all the doctors, done all the tests, spent all the money, and I kept getting the everything's within normal range talk, and nobody was really helping me. So I went to Google. I am a super skeptic, somebody that doesn't even like to take Tylenol type person, but I was so fed up and I was so sick and things were going downhill. I was starting to have like hand tremors and eye twitches, and my candida rashes under my arms were like just so painful I couldn't even put them down. So I started Plexus because I Googled it and I found it, and I went to Facebook and I'm like, MLM gods, you know, do your thing. I know somebody that I know does Plexus. Ended up being a girl I went to school with, didn't even know she was on my Facebook, but she got me started. But the business was never a priority for me. My husband has a great job. I had a good job at the time. Plus, I always have some sort of side business going on. I was doing my t-shirt and cup business. I was busy. I was working 60 hours a week from home, plus COVID hit. So I was doing virtual school with the kids and then eventually homeschool. The business part wasn't even on my radar. But before the package even hit my doorstep, I reached out to girlfriends just that you talk to every day that I knew had similar symptoms to me. Obviously not identical, but I knew one was having horrible brain fog and only use the bathroom once a week, which we hear all the time here, and how it's normal. Totally not normal. Common? Yes. Normal? No. Two different things. So I reached out to her and I was like, hey, I researched this stuff. I already have it on the way. So I hadn't used it. I didn't need the excuse of let me try it first and then I'll tell people about it. I just dove right in. Hey, I think it's going to help me. If you wanted to order it, I heard it can help with this. I did that for a couple friends, and I was Fast Start Silver before my package even hit my doorstep. Not because I needed the money, not because I wanted the money, just because it is that easy to social share. The same way I would talk about that new chicken sandwich with the pimento cheese from Chick-fil-A, which I just posted the other day, which I got influenced by another friend. I talked about Plexus. It doesn't have to be scary. You're not you shouldn't be even approaching other people from a standpoint of, okay, I need to sign them up so I can make money from them. If we're not serving them, it's never going to work out anyway. So I ended up going Fast Start Ruby within 5 months. And the most people I've ever had on any social media account is 300 friends. Right now, I think I sit at like 220. I'm a super private person. This kind of stuff I don't mind doing, but you will never find me with like a social media platform set to public. My worst nightmare in the universe is going viral. Like, you will never see my face on a TikTok. So don't think you need to know a lot of people. The way that this works, Jess is laughing at me because she knows it's true. We have had battles about this. She's like, just get on social media. And I'm like, no, it's terrifying. Terrifying as in, I don't like the world to be able to find us. I'm more of like, it's a security blanket for people to not know I exist. Not that it's scary to make content. I don't want to get that confused, because if you're up for that, there's a whole world of possibilities out there, and Jess is your girl to help you with that. But you don't have to know a lot of people. Those 3 people that I got started before it even hit my doorstep, guess what? They knew 3 people, and they knew 3 people. And then a month later, I knew 3 more people personally, and then they knew 3, and they knew 3, and they knew 3. Before I know it, by the time I hit Ruby at 5 months, I think I had 312 people in my downline. It's just how it works. You don't need to know that many people, but the people you know that many people. So don't put too much pressure on yourself, or, oh, I can't do it, I'm not social. Oh, I can't do it, I don't have enough friends. That's fine, but your friends have friends, and those are the people that you can also help. A big point of it too is that I started for the health. I definitely stuck around for the results and for the friends. The friends you make here will last a lifetime. The trips, we've done some amazing trips. Even if you only go to convention each year, that is still such a pot filler. It can literally get you to the entire next year. Just being around people who have a drive to do better and to help other people is so fulfilling. And especially as a mom, my kids are teens now, but you still don't get out a lot. And I didn't realize until I started Plexus that I needed a purpose outside of the family. I needed to be more than just the mom, more than just the wife, more than just the business owner with my husband, more than just the homeschool teacher. I needed something that was for me, but also for other people, because that fills me up. So because of Plexus, like I said, we were blessed enough that we both had good jobs and did not need that additional income. We were able to do things we never dreamed of doing. We saved up the money, that, extra 200 to 3,000 a month that was coming in from Plexus was now money that we could use other places. So we decided to buy some campers, and we started a camper rental business. The camper rental business pays for the campers once you can get started, plus makes you income. The additional income from the campers allowed us to buy our first Airbnb in Georgia in April. And next week, we're signing on our second in Vermont. So it's a steamroll. The Plexus paid for the campers paid for themselves and the Airbnb paid for itself and the next one. It's just so amazing. If you get yourself stuck in this place where you think, I'm too busy, or, we're good, then you're going to be too busy and you're going to be just good. But if you want to up level, you need to find the time to add extra spaces. My husband has a crazy busy job. He works a 9 to 5, but then also has to be on his phone, pretty much available 24/7. I was working minimum 60 hours a week for the physical therapy place when I started Plexus, but you can find it in nooks and crannies. It's already people you would have talked to that day. Those 3 people that started before I got it, and eventually the 6 people that started within my first 2 months that I knew personally, they're people I would have been on the phone with anyway. They're the women in my life who would have been telling me their problems or venting to me anyway. You don't have to turn it into ooh, I can make money from this, but you can tell them, hey, I figured out for me that was this. Have you ever considered it? Why don't you research it? Then guess who they're going to come to when they need to know more information? You. And then you can show them the way. So don't be discouraged of thinking that you can't do the business just because of time, or because maybe you don't need the money and you just don't want the hassle. There's always a way to up level your life. Good enough is never good enough. Like, if you want more, there's always more available for you. You just have to figure out how to go get it. And Plexus is an amazing place for that. I remember the first paycheck that came in, probably the first 3 or 4 months, I would message Jess and be like, what is this for? what is this money for? We got paid like 7 times a month. You get paid every Thursday plus this, plus that, plus, last month's contests. And never, ever, ever did I get paid less than what I was anticipating, which is a huge difference if you've ever done any other MLM and you're anticipating X amount and it comes and it's like so much less. And you're like, what happened? And they're like, oh, we had to take this out. And oh, did you factor in this? There's none of that here. Nothing is sneaky. You know exactly what you're getting paid, why you're getting paid it, and how you're getting paid. So don't be scared to chase it. Make sure you talk to whoever sent you here. Our compensation plan is probably the highest paying out there for supplements. And then 2, the easiest to follow. They're not trying to run you in circles, hoping that you'll get so confused that you won't question them on what you're getting paid. Instead, you're going to be questioning, oh my goodness, how did I make this much? Because they truly are in it to better the lives of the women and the men who choose to run a business with COVID or with Plexus, even if it's through COVID. I call it the COVID gold rush when I started in May, because it was nuts. We uploaded so many people so fast, but you guys are at an amazing time to start right now because the economy's kind of crummy, yes, but they are talking of new things coming up. Maybe not COVID, but different strains of things. That's why COVID was successful for us, is because people didn't want to be sick and they wanted to learn how to take care of themselves. I feel like that wave of people wanting that is coming again. And as soon as the election is over, things will get better. People will feel a little more secure regardless of the outcome, and they will start to spend money again. So just remember that, like, it's better to get in on something before the rush happens than to try and jump in head first after the fact. So that's it.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, ladies. That was wonderful. I love hearing from both of you. So I appreciate you ladies for sharing, and I just want to kind of go over things with the opportunity. They both have incredible stories, and to kind of wrap everything up, with here at Plexus, it's different in a few ways. Number one, if you've ever worked with another MLM previously, I mean, they were with other MLMs. I was with previous one before this. And if you don't know what MLM, it's multi-level marketing or direct sales or whatever that you want to call it. There's so many different names, but we call it network marketing now. But here we have no quotas. Literally, like when we say that it's so simple that you buy your own products, you don't have to buy $300 worth of stuff every month. You have to order your basic stuff. So it could be, for example, the triplex, and that's $125. When you order your stuff every single month, and I mean, you're going to be taking it and sharing it. So why wouldn't you take it, or why wouldn't you order it? That gets you commission qualified to be able to have a business to share with others. And as soon as you sign up, whether you're a VIP or you're just a customer just to start with, you have a referral link. And welcome to 2024, where no matter what you do, you have a referral link. I can't tell you how many times I get a text message from my credit card company. They're like, oh, refer us and you get blah, 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 and do this and you get blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, everybody's doing it. We're all network marketers. Congratulations, but some of us don't realize it. But here we actually get paid really, really well when you do it consistently over and over and over and over. And it's awesome. So we don't have quotas. We have zero inventory. We do not keep inventory. I have people who message me and they're like, hey, can I get this? I'm like, oh, no, sorry, you have to order it, because I am not keeping stock in my house. Do you see all the snacks my kids need? Like, I need room for my kids' snacks, and I don't keep inventory. We have no contracts. As soon as you sign up, you have control completely of your subscription. You can change it, you can edit it, you can move it, you can do all the things, but you're never locked into anything. And I know that sounds so scary whenever you're like, oh, I'm signing up and I have a subscription, but you have total control over it, and it's amazing. And you have so many rewards with it just starting out as a VIP. So even if you're like, well, I don't want to share yet, that's totally fine. But as soon as you get started, you're getting all these rewards. And then in today's world, like Tiffany said, like Christy said, I'm not sure who doesn't need an extra stream of income, whether that be $300, $500, $1,000. But no matter how small or how big that you want to go, it is so doable. And I'm just going to tell you, all it is ordering your products, creating your testimony, and sharing it. And honestly, you don't even have to have a testimony to get started by telling somebody. You have more success when you have an accountability partner doing this with you. And whenever you just go and share with friends, they're going to go and share with their friends, because I personally, I didn't want to tell anybody, but as soon as I started feeling better, I started telling everybody, and they started to ask me what I was doing. So when I start to feel better, I'm going to tell everybody like, hey, you should probably ditch the diet soda and start drinking this. If you can't go to the bathroom or you're taking acid reflux meds every single day, you probably need this. I don't know anybody who could not benefit from this. And I'm not sure if you know this, but gut health will always be in style. It will always, at the end of the day, be the thing that wins. So buy your products and just tell everybody about it. And that is it. And then you can get into the more of the details of everything, but that's basically it. Is there any questions from anybody on here before we hop off? No? Good. All right, I'm gonna click stop recording.